All right, Ritchie Torres was the youngest elected official in the city of New York, the first openly LGBTQ elected official in the Bronx. And this morning, he makes history again as the first openly gay Afro-Latino man elected to Congress after defeating Republican Patrick DeLisis.
Yeah, he's headed to the House of Representatives, and he's here now to talk about his historic win. Good morning. Welcome. Congratulations to you.
It's an honor to be here, and it's an overwhelming experience to be on the verge of heading to Congress.
I can only begin to imagine. I know that you haven't got any sleep, so we appreciate you joining us this morning. Now, when you won the primary, you called it poetic justice. What does this win mean to you? What are you calling this win?
Well, keep in mind that I'm succeeding Jose Serrano, who has been in public service for 40 years and has been an iconic figure in the political life of the Bronx. And when Jose Serrano entered Congress in 1990, I was only 2 years old. So yesterday's election in 2020 represents the passing of the torch. The voters of the South Bronx have given me the honor of representing the next generation of leadership, not only in the South Bronx, but throughout the country. And the leaders we're electing are every bit as diverse as America itself.
Absolutely. You beat out 13 candidates, by the way, who wanted this job. You said last time we spoke that it was the honor of a lifetime to represent a borough filled of essential workers, representing what we're experiencing in the pandemic. But I want to focus on your representation of the LGBTQ community right now, giving them a voice in Congress, specifically at this point in time with the language we see towards certain communities, and your overall feelings about that.
Look, my very identity and candidacy represents rebuke of Donald Trump and the politics of hate and fear. A wise person once said, if you don't have a seat at the table, then you're probably going to be on the menu. And with elected officials like Mondaire Jones and myself, LGBTQ people of color in particular are going to have a powerful seat at the table in the halls of Congress. And that's a breakthrough for American democracy.
Yeah, not only are you the first openly gay Afro-Latino man headed to Congress, you've also spoken very openly about battling depression. So I want to talk to you about this authenticity and this transparency that you have, and how you're going to carry that into the halls of Congress, and what that's going to mean not only for you, but for your constituents.
Look, we're living in a moment when voters are demanding authenticity from their elected officials. So much of what is said in politics is poll tested and focus grouped and carefully scripted. And I feel it's important as a public figure to do what I can to break the stigma surrounding mental illness. I feel no shame in admitting that I have a lifelong struggle with depression and that every day I take an antidepressant. And I hope that my story can inspire others to believe in themselves. I hope that I can represent the possibility that someone struggling with depression, or an LGBTQ kid, or a poor kid from the Bronx could overcome the odds and become a member of the world's greatest legislature, the United States Congress. So I hope to give people hope through the power of my own storytelling.
Well, thank you, by the way, for being authentic about that. For somebody who took anti-anxiety medicine for a number of years, I'm glad you normalize it and let people know it's okay. I want to talk to you about once you get to Congress, okay? I know right now the Democrats control the House, but how do you see yourself? Because your campaign was fairly calm, right? There was no real mudslinging going on that we've seen in other districts as well. How do you plan to reach across the aisle and try to have this bipartisanship that may have gone by the wayside in recent years?
Look, I was hoping for a full Democratic sweep. I remain optimistic that Biden's going to win the presidency, but I'm no longer as optimistic that the Democratic Party will win the Senate. And we're not going to expand our majority in the House. In fact, we've lost a number of incumbents. What I care about is delivering for the people of the Bronx. And I'm willing to reach across the aisle and build whatever coalitions I need to build in the service of solving problems for the people of the South Bronx. I care about results. It's in my nature to build coalitions and consensus. So I'm convinced that I have the right temperament to be an effective legislator, even in a time of divided government.
Last question for you is, who did you call? Who was your first call when you realized that? You were planned to winning all along, but who was the first call?
The person to whom I owe the greatest debt of gratitude, my mother.
Yep.
I would not be here today were not for the strength of my mother. I tell people I'm proudly a product of a mother's love and labor, and that love has taken me from public housing in the Bronx to the House of Representatives in Washington, D.C. So this moment belongs as much to my mother as it does to me.
You know what? It is that authenticity right there that got you elected. All right, Ritchie Torres, congratulations. We appreciate you joining us today. And hey, maybe one day you can come on with your mother. That would be fantastic.
That would be.
She's the star of the show, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, terrific.
Congressman-elect, thank you very much.
Best of luck to you.